Welcome to South Build TV. My name is Ryan and I look to demystify the South Build process. In this video, I'm going to go through the top 5 tips to finding land for your South Build so you can build your dream home. So if that might be of interest to you, please watch on.
Welcome to Self Build TV. We look to demystify the self-build process so you can learn to build your dream home without risk and stress that other self-builders face. Now back to Ryan.
So welcome back. As I said in the introduction, I'm going to go through the top 5 tips I have for self-builders to find their land. Tip 1, get on the radar. What I mean is go to your local estate agents or people that sell land where you want to build your property. Let them know that you're looking for a plot of land. Also, join your local government's council's list for land, but to be honest, it's not amazing at the moment, but at least get on it. There's a slim chance that you might be offered a piece of land through that. Thirdly, also get onto websites like plotfinder.net and you'll be able to search other plots of land that are currently available. So you might find one that suits you there. Check your local planning applications. So people will go through the planning process to add value to a plot of land. You're most likely not going to find a land that has not had planning permission, at least applied for and granted. You don't really want to be buying land that hasn't got any planning permission because it's a huge risk. You could buy it on an option, but typically what will happen is someone will have a plot of land, they'll identify they want to sell it off, they'll get planning permission for it and then sell it off to the market. But by keeping an eye out on your local planning applications, which is all freely available, you will then know that this is coming on the market in the very near future and you might have the possibility to contact them directly before they get to the market. Tip 3, can you build in a back garden? One of the things that's getting quite popular is building in back gardens. So this can be done in 2 main ways. One, you have a large back garden, the property can be split in half and you build in the other half and then sell the existing half to release the funds. The other one would be to identify a home either on Rightmove or in your local neighborhood where you want to build that has a large garden that could potentially be split in 2 and then get planning permission for a new home on there. This is very risky, so you'd only ever want to buy an option out on that back garden. And also, please ensure you get, you need to make sure you get the right advice for that. Tip 4, check planning times. Each plot of land most likely will have a planning application already granted on it. Most planning applications last around about 3 years. But always check the wording of when it runs out, etc. When it runs out, there is no guarantee that you'll get planning permission again on that plot of land. It's considered a completely new plot of land in terms of the planning office. Again, depending on which area, etc. But please make sure you check the time when it's going to be expired and make sure that works with your timeframes as well. Tip 5, don't get ripped off. There are many ways you can get ripped off. Some people might be overvaluing their land, or they could be selling it with different covenants that you don't know about. In general, make sure you get the correct professional help. You want to make sure you can get the planning you want to make sure that the land is worth it, and also check the wording on your contracts. And none of that is most likely to be able to be done by yourself. So like when you buy a house, you get a professional to check over the lease, etc. and the wordings. You've got to make sure you do the same for land, and if not even more than if you bought a house. So those were my top 5 tips for finding land. I know finding land is not easy, but there is land out there. Around about 12,000 self-builds get done a year, so there are plots available. The main problem most people find is that they're probably outside of their budget or expectations. Land is expensive. There's no doubt about it. Land takes up a huge proportion of your budget, and that's why it's very important to have a decent budget in terms of expectations of where you're going to spend your money as early on as possible. Again, get the correct professional advice early on. I hope you found that useful. If you have not yet ordered your Self Build Made Easy starter pack, please click on the link down below. You'll get access to exclusive content, access to a community, and free access to experts to help you along your self-build journey. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
Thank you for checking out Self Build TV. Don't miss out on the Self Build Made Easy Starter Pack and go to www.selfbuild.tv now to order your free copy to start your self-build journey. You will also get access to a community, exclusive content, and free expert advice. Go to selfbuild.tv now.